Hi everyone, so I'm going to be starting a new adventure and I'm going to quickly explain to you what I will be doing now. Okay guys, so as you've just heard from me before, doing the kit review or camera review, I'm setting off on a little adventure to do kind of different things, a bit different to the usual things you find on YouTube. And basically I want to do kind of like mainly stuff with true spiders. A lot of YouTubers mainly focus around tarantulas and kind of other inverts scattered around. For me, I would like to just work on true spiders. I'd also like to do stuff on native UK insects and animals, mainly focusing on insects and different species of insects around the UK, and branch off and do some different things around the world, hopefully, because I do have plans to go traveling in the future. I will be throwing in some of my artwork stuff in there as well. I've been an artist for about 11 years and I do it as a business as well, and hopefully next year, maybe mid to end next year, I should have enough artwork to do stalls at various shows like Doncaster Reptile Show and maybe some of the invertebrate shows and kind of stuff like that. Basically I will be doing everything vlog style. So as you can see here, first person walking around, you kind of find stuff. Say for instance this looks like a mole hole, and you can, it's quite fresh. All the dirt is kicked up there, it's not compact, it's very loose. And it looks like over here we've had a mole. It might be a rabbit actually, because the poo's there, but that could be a mole still. You can see where all the roots have been dug up there. A bit of these roots here have been scratched away and kind of stuff like that, but all the roots are ripped up. The ground is very loose, but that's kind of the thing that we'll be doing. Yeah, and then I will have loads of different equipment to do kind of dramatic, interesting, cinematic kind of stuff. Overhead shots with a drone, multiple cameras, loads of different stuff. So hopefully we can go on a little adventure, find some things. Maybe other people and myself could learn a few things on the way, but it is mainly just going to be me walking around with this GoPro, or not GoPro, this action camera on my head, documenting what I do. I'll have a separate camera that I'll be carrying around to do different kind of pictures and video footage, and that's kind of basically what I'll be doing. So in a nutshell, it's just going to be true spiders, maybe the odd unboxing of some true spiders, artwork, vlogging around in nature and wildlife, and just giving a bit of information on what I find. So hopefully this will do well, and we can all enjoy what I come up with. Obviously I'm going to be doing a bit more of a higher production rate as opposed to just filming stuff on my phone and then slapping it on YouTube. I'm going to be spending a lot more time, so there could be times where I upload something, I could upload something within a week, it could be 2 weeks, 4 weeks, I don't know, it just depends what the video is. So anyway, we'll go back to the camera and kit review, and I will see you all soon. So based on what you just heard, I'm going to show you all the kit that I'll be using to film all of this and pretty much accomplish what I set out to do on my adventures. So we'll start off with everything that will be in this bag here. So as you can see here, this is all of my camera equipment, just my DSLR stuff. This will be handheld filming, and what we have here is my 150 by 600mm lens. This won't always come with me. This is just if I'm going to specific places and trying to film specific things like birds or very shy animals. So this will give me the kind of range that I need to get film and pictures from a longer distance. Here we have, I think this is the 55 by 300mm lens. This also has macro on it, which means I can take this from a 300mm lens and turn it into a macro. And the good thing about this is you have to be very far away from the subject to get the macro shot. So if there is something that I don't want to disturb, I can sit further away and get really good close-ups with it. This will be my Nikon 18 by 105mm lens. This is my general filming lens. This is just to film anything. So this is probably the most common thing that will sit on my camera. And then this is my 40mm prime lens, which is more for stylized shooting and low light. Because it's a prime lens, it has a much lower aperture, so I can get the nice bright images that I need in lower light. And last but not least, we have my Nikon D7200. I have a battery pack on it because I have very large hands, as you can see. So having no battery pack means my hands are very uncomfortable on it, and if I have a battery pack I can shoot for longer. I don't have to worry about batteries. I always carry a spare with me anyway, so I have 3 batteries all in all, 1 in the camera, 1 in the battery pack and 1 spare. This is a very good all-around camera. It does everything I need it to. I would like to upgrade this to the, I think it was a Panasonic G5. It's a mirrorless camera, absolutely perfect for shooting video. This is more of a photography lens because this is a DSLR. So these are the basic camera lenses and camera that I will be using for filming the adventures. So here we have my Osmo action camera. This will be my first person view that will sit on my head, like you did just see in the previous video of me explaining briefly what I will be doing. This is a head strap I will be using. This will sit on top of my hat and it will film first person. I also have this small mount here that I can kind of stand up and, you know, do some of my vlog style establishing shots. So this will be used quite a lot during these videos. Here is my drone in this bag. This will be sitting at the bottom of my bag with everything on top of it. And this will be used for kind of getting some nice aerial footage, some nice dramatic kind of vlog style, and just overall nice footage to break scenes up and, you know, give a bit more entertainment. So I'll run you through what's inside. So here it is, the DJI Mavic Air 2. Everything here is what is carried in my case, as well as just a couple of other bits like some wires, some spare propellers, and some spare joysticks for the controller here, and that's kind of basically it. I carry 2 spare drone batteries and 1 in the drone itself, and then the controller. With the controller I will be maybe in the future buying the smart controller when it becomes available for the Mavic Air 2, because at the moment it's not, because it's powered by OcuSync and this one is not. This one has been updated for OcuSync, but the controller hasn't been updated to be able to fly with the Mavic Air 2. So hopefully, maybe beginning of next year it should be available. But as of yet, this is what I'll be using for kind of all of my fancy shots that are, you know, epic and dramatic and stuff like that. Also, a side note for the drone is it's very small and compact. So if I do need to bring a bigger lens or some different accessories, I can just squish it down like that, stick it in my bag with a controller and a couple of batteries, and I will be set. It will be fine like that. So these are just a few of the miscellaneous things that I carry. Obviously my tripod for when I want to get some nice good macro shots and some steady shots with the camera. Here I have my utility pouch. The things that I usually carry in here will be you know, knives, torches, spare batteries for the Osmo action camera, and just basic fiddly bits, some tools and stuff like that. Maybe a little notepad and a pen just to write down some of the things that I see, and notes. First aid kit, because I will be out there alone, so if something does happen, I've got a first aid kit just in case. And it's not something great, it is literally just a couple of bandages, some tourniquets and stuff like that. I have my battery bank. This is just to give my phone or my action camera or my gimbal some extra juice in case it needs it, or if I forget, which hopefully I won't, but just in case that happens, I have a battery here. Here I have my gimbal, so I will switch over and show you about that. So here we have the Zune Smooth 4 gimbal. Now this is quite big, so this won't always come with me everywhere. This will just be for specific occasions, kind of like my bigger lens. If I'm going somewhere that's particularly pretty and I don't need to bring the big lens, I can fit this in and bring this with me and get some good scenery shots and kind of stuff like that. So that was a brief video on everything that I will be taking in my bag here. I will be getting a bigger bag because I probably do need the space, and I could carry mostly everything, hopefully. If I get a bigger bag with a lot more separate pockets, then I can keep everything sorted. But at the moment this is just a basic travelling bag, so it's not the best. We're going to go on do an unboxing video with some true spiders that I mentioned earlier. So I'll hand you on over and let's do this. Right, so let's get straight into this one. So I did actually order 3 things in this delivery, but unfortunately the last thing that I got was actually out of stock, but they forgot to take it down from the website. So I had my money refunded. It was in fact a lunar moth cocoon, which I mean isn't too much of a big deal. The things that I wanted are in this box now, so I cannot complain. One of these is a species that I've actually wanted for a long time, and I've kept a similar species. There you go. So we've got a little note in there. Okay, what have we got now? So this is, let's focus there. This is a Ladybird Spider. And this is what I was actually after for a long time. The giant Taiwanese Funnel Web. And then in here we have the Cocoon. So we'll do this one separately because, in all honesty, I didn't know this was coming, so this is actually a pleasant surprise. So I'm going to move that to the side for a second. Now I've got these enclosures made up here, and we will get on to housing these lovely spooties. So I'm going to do the easier one first because I haven't done this in a very, very long time. So I'm going to start off with the Ladybird Spider. This is the lovely little enclosure it has. So let's open this up and have a peek. Make sure my catch cup is ready actually. Let's take that bad boy over there. And not that I actually need them, but I prefer to use tweezers. So we'll do this over the enclosure, so if it does make a run, it will be straight into the enclosure. I'm Oh, there you are. There it is. Into your new home you go. Lovely. Oh, that was easy. And it's gone into hiding. I'll try and get a few shots of it later if it emerges. So, that was the easy one. And it's a good size. I mean, they do get quite large. There you go. Right there. They do get quite large as they grow. So, we can pop a lid on that. And call that one a successful housing. Now my worry is these holes here and that sized spider. I'll put some netting or something over there just to be sure, because I don't want to be down a spider. It's quite a nice looking spider, so let's stick that one aside. Now that it's done. So this next one is one that I need to be very, very careful with. I've owned a Macrothele species before. It's a Macrothele gigas, which is the giant Japanese funnel web. And this one is the Taiwanese version. So nice. So I've got the Bosk monitor and the tortoise making noises, which I'll do an update video for at some point. So let's get this Macrothele out. I'm going to have to be a lot more cautious with this one. Okay, it's right at the bottom there. This is good. This is good for me. It's difficult to see. Now, the size it is now, it's not a problem. See if you can. So there it is. We need to get this one out. I just hope that it's not bolty. And I'll try and coax it out with this brush here. I'm relatively compliant. Kind of. It's a beautiful spider. It's relatively calm. There you go. Don't know if you can see that. It's just scurrying around there. Just enjoying its new home. So let's pop the lid on. There we go. Yeah, I'm quite worried about the size of the spider there, and then the holes there. spider. Oh, so I'll have to put something over that. Right, now that we've done that, we'll have a look at the cocoon. So this is an owl butterfly cocoon. That tortoise is making some noise. There we go. Looks nice. So I'm going to put this in a mesh enclosure, and then we'll keep an eye on it from there. I don't know whether to hang it or just kind of leave it like that, but we can do a bit of research and see how this turns out. It's a very cool looking cocoon though. Very detailed. Very impressive. Anyway, that's the unboxing that I've had today. There will be more like this to come. There'll be an update of when this one emerges, and just general updates of the animals that I've got. But like I said, there will be more because I'm going to be keeping a lot more true spiders and such nature of that.